Welcome to another episode of the League of Reyes. I am Orange Otacon. Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas.
And I am Tecmo Joe. Aloha, everyone, and Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Welcome.
That's all we want for Christmas, Santa. That's all we want, man.
Two big girls and some potato chips to get them big girls. I'm talking about.
Listen,
I love them thickums. I love them thickums.
big girls need love too, and God knows I love big girls. I love them nice and thick. All right. So, brother, another year, another holiday season. How was yours, man?
Freaking stressful, and dealing with this cold ass damn weather.
Listen, can we not listen? I got a bone to pick with Mother Nature. I got a real bone to pick with Mother Nature. Right? She's out here playing with my emotions as if somebody just broke up with her. I understand it's the holiday season, but damn, woman, like you, when she took the phrase "cold as ice" to a whole other level. From 50 degrees to about -2. She's like, "Oh, you want a nice Christmas? Here you go. I'm gonna give you a cold one instead." I feel disrespected. I don't know. Who can I talk to? Who can I talk to a complaint, bro?
Dude, I don't even know who the hell to complain to. It was cold. Tell me how I was in Florida last week and it was getting cold in Florida last week. It was almost reaching the same temperatures as being in New York.
Didn't it snow down
And
supposedly?
maybe it snowed like in the north part, like Panama City or Jacksonville, maybe, but I'm not too sure.
Wow.
I got out there just before the winter. How you say, the day after tomorrow, winter freaking came the hell in, and that was atrocious. Like I wanted. Thank God I spent that little vacay in Florida for getting my quiet time away from work, away from freaking everyone, away from New York, away from everything. But at the same time, it was still a little bit chilly, and it just kept on getting colder and colder. And on my drive, you could just see on my damn thermometer saying, "Oh, from Florida, you were at 30. Was it 36 degrees? Hit Georgia, you at 34 degrees. Hit South Carolina, you're like 30. In North Carolina, you're at 27." It's like, God damn, I don't want to be in this damn weather, bro, man, bro.
Yo, you're telling me, yo. That's what I'm saying. I feel disrespected. Like I feel like somebody just said, "Fuck you, fuck your holiday, stay inside, yo. Here you go."
Yeah, no, but you know what? The cold doesn't bother me as long as as long as I have like the proper clothes. But then when you wear like a coat that has like the bottom that freaking like a little flare out, once you like hit one side, like you're trying to reach for something up, you get the cold breeze going up your damn shit. It's like, God, dude, like,
You get the blade action, the whole superhero cape thing going on.
Oh man, get this cold. This weekend sucked on that cold front.
Dude,
But
you're telling me. Oh man.
to go back on it being Christmas, Christmas was nice. Christmas was spent with the family, being nice and quiet, and just enjoying the being indoors, enjoying the ambiance, just being indoors and everything. So it was good. It was well needed, and less of a headache dealing with traveling from house to house to see family or just go eat.
Dude, I'm very happy that you got that time off. Because a lot of people don't know, but Joe works like 20 jobs. Joe works like 20 jobs on a regular week. Joe works 20 jobs. The holiday season, he works about 30, 40.
Independent. No, I just work freaking two jobs. Well, two regular jobs, and then I have other side jobs that I do on the side. I should say side jobs on the side, and then one pretty good side job that I freaking love doing on the weekends. But since it is the holidays, a lot of that for the weekend type job is is on a hiatus till it starts warming up, hopefully. But yeah.
Yeah,
But
man.
besides the work, I don't really miss going from like going to going to like your mom's house. All right, you spend like an hour, 2 hours eating, joking. Now you got to go to your dad's house, doing the same thing for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Now you're taking everyone. You're going to your aunt's house because that's where everyone freaking gathers on one side of the family.
I, it,
Ah,
it's not the same though. Like, so it's funny
yeah, it's
because
not.
because actually, so for me, that you said that that was my entire weekend. I am exhausted. I don't want to travel. I just listen. I just want to be put me in my onesie. All right, and this is not a onesie. All right, I bought a whole different onesie. Put me in
Don't
my
lie to us. You
onesie.
know that damn thing is the onesie with the freaking button back.
Shh. All right, listen. I got the ass flap. I got the ass flap back there, bro. Easy access. All right. But, you know, not for that was my entire weekend, man. Just I went from one family members to my girl's family members, and it was just literally traveling back and forth, back and forth. Back. I didn't think I would be this exhausted off of 2 days of traveling, and I slept, and I slept,
Hmm.
but I slept. I ate.
And that's also to continue on the cold front, freaking kicking your ass. That's why.
I don't want to talk about it. Listen,
But
I need therapy. I need therapy
how?
off this weekend.
Besides not talking about the cold front, how was the jump around or the visiting the family members and your girl's family and everything and enjoying the deliciousness of Christmas?
Let's just say this: I have enough food for next year. All right, just I haven't listened, man. I traveled the world. I felt like I traveled the world last year. I went from Christmas Eve, you gotta spend it with the family, spend it with my family, spend it with my sisters, my mom's, brother-in-laws, kids running around. That's the for me. I guess I'm at that point where I'm just feeling like an old man, and hearing the joyfulness and the innocence of kids playing makes me happy.
Oh
Um,
man.
but the food, Jesus Christ, I, I ate I ate like a king that's about to go to battle. The night before he's about to go to battle.
Uh,
I ate so much pasta, so much rice, so much pernil, and that's just pork shoulder for anyone who doesn't speak Spanish. It's, so much turkey. I'm basically a walking turkey. I went from Spanish food.
you doing the waddle waddle?
Listen, I'm a whole penguin at this moment.
Oh
I went
man.
I went from Spanish food. Where did I go Christmas Eve? Hold on. I went to my sister's house. Oh, yeah, I had Spanish food Christmas Eve because we went from my sister's house. Then we went to my girl's best friend's house.
Okay.
Uh, both both households cooked amazing.
Mm.
Didn't get home till about 5, 6 in the morning, just because it's Christmas Eve, might as well, or Christmas
Yep,
Day.
might as well.
Yeah, right. Um, then Christmas Day, I went down south and had some southern food. And when I mean down south, my girl's cousin had a had a Christmas dinner, and it was just all southern food. I'm talking about greens, turkey legs, and wings.
Now, did you have collard greens?
Of course. Listen,
And did they make the delicious buttery cornbread?
no, that was the only thing that was missing. That was the
Fail.
only thing that was
Straight
missing.
fail. Where's my damn fail button? Where's my fail button?
but 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 listen, that mac and cheese was on
Yeah.
point.
Okay.
The sweet potato pie, I mean the sweet potatoes
Mm.
itself, on point. I went up and got 3 plates. I got 3 plates, and on top of that,
Um,
I left with strawberry cake,
mhm.
and I left with souffle, with some souffle.
Oh damn!
So
You didn't leave with some rib tips, or the rib tips were all gone.
that was that. Yeah, no, no, it was gone, bro. It was gone. There was just liquid there. And you know what? If I could, I would. If I could, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for me meeting them for the first time, I would have grabbed the whole
Mhm.
tray and dipped the sauce, all the turkey wing sauce into a bucket and just taken it home with me. But you gotta act civilized.
Oh yeah. Yep. You got to civilize at least first time.
I
First
guess
time.
pinky out, all that good stuff. Um, but yeah, man. Yeah, it was a good holiday, man. It was good. Spend time with the family, spend time with my girl's family for a little bit. Today is actually the first day that we actually got to sleep in and didn't really have to worry about too much.
That's good.
Um, Now it's more of prepping for New Year's Eve, and I don't even know if that's gonna happen. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see how my body's gonna talk to me tomorrow. Gonna have a whole meeting.
Yeah, be careful with the damn New Year's, man. New Year's always gets people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know.
I think it's only been, I think I did 2 or 3 New Year's, like go all out. No, actually four.
Mm,
Four I went all out,
mm.
but one of them I did with the with the prior engagement, and even though I had everything to set up like freaking like a G, I should say like a G. Um, Still, I think that was the worst one that I had. And then, lucky enough, I was working security at the time. Talking about working so many freaking jobs, I was working security at the time, and my security job is literally across the street from where they shoot the fireworks and the you see the ball drop and everything.
Oh, for real?
So literally, they let us out on the balcony on what was it the 22nd floor I think it was,
Mm.
and you got to see the freaking fireworks, the ball drop, everyone freaking going crazy, all the damn confetti going all over everyone on Times Square. I was like, that one was dope. I didn't care if I had to work, but that one was dope.
Have you ever been to Times Square? I mean, listen, listen. I've lived in the tri-state area most of my life. Well, actually,
Mhm.
all my life. I hear talking like I moved. I have never done the Statue of Liberty.
Mhm.
Never done it. Um,
An American.
it's on the list. It's on the list. All right. And and I've never gone to see the ball drop or gone to the Macy's Day Parade because I just don't want to freeze my balls off. Like,
Yeah. Well, the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade is at least this year was cold as hell.
mm,
I've never been to it, but it's always just so crowded. And do not, and I mean do not get me started on freaking New Year's. I am not.
listen, Linda, listen.
Listen. I am not waking up at freaking 8 o'clock in the morning to stand in line or behind a barricade from 10 in the morning until the freaking midnight. No, just so I could get a good spot. And the fact that if one, hold on, because I worked at Times Square, that freaking security,
Yeah.
I got to see everything. Where what was it? So people would come in like at between 8 and 10 o'clock to start lining up. They had porta johns on the outsides on like the side streets of Times Square.
Mm.
So you needed to use the bathroom, you gotta freaking walk your happy ass all through that crowd to use the freaking porta john, standing in line most likely, freezing your ass off, and then try to go back. Try to go back. You
Mm.
had to have like certain like wristbands or some freaking credentials or whatever in order to do that. That is why I do not and I refuse to go to freaking Times Square for New Year's. Nope. Nope. You
We
can
could talk.
smoke crack.
We could talk
All
about
you
that later.
tourists, all you freaking weird ass people that want to stand in the cold just to see the damn ball drop and be in the middle of Times Square when it's freaking New Year's. Thank you for that. Thank you for your business, but no thank you. Nah.
so, so,
Nah, man. Forget
so,
that.
so I guess
I
you.
rather I rather freaking see the ball drop at where I was working, see everything blow up on everyone on the damn Times Square freaking street, and then go freaking bar hopping afterwards. Forget freaking trying to arrive there, missing out throughout the whole day just to freaking spend that time stuck there.
I just
Like
never
this.
understood that. Yeah,
Like
that's what
this.
I'm saying. It's like, what's
Nah,
the point? It's
right
like
now.
it's like okay, I get it. Look, if you don't live in the area, okay, I get it. It's fine. But I mean, what's the point of you going to freeze your balls off and not even like for what? You're not even getting anything out of it. You're getting frostbite. Like,
Mhm.
like explain this to me. How, Sway? Like, I have questions.
I think it's just the mentality and how society is now on. They just like being either the followers or just sheep. That's all it is. You're being freaking, you're being herded like freaking cattle between barricades and everything. It's like stand right here and don't move. It's freezing. Can I warm up? Does anyone have any warm packets? Like,
Please, sir, can I have something warm?
yeah, like no.
Oh man,
I worked at Times Square security. I worked at freaking on the outside of the construction site on what is it for security at the damn World Trade Center during all the winters and everything. Like no, no, you're not gonna catch me freaking outside in a damn.
So you had to.
It's like a damn cattle. Like no.
So what? So what actually? So what have you? Okay, so since you had to work throughout that time, what craziness have you seen? Because I know for a fact I'm not going. I'm not stepping into New York Christmas Eve. I mean, not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not doing that. No, no, no.
Man, craziest for a holiday. I think the biggest holiday that was such an issue for me, traveling wise, was 4th of July in New York.
Really?
The problem was, and this was like way before COVID and all that. So people, I'm trying to be politically correct right now because I really want to curse them out. And I'm just doing it in my head right now. People, after they get done watching the fireworks, whether it's on the Hudson River, East River, in Jersey, in New York, or anything like that, people think that they have the right of just walking anywhere the hell they want. And this one year now, I remember distinctively is people were walking through the damn freaking like what was it, the Midtown Tunnel.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why?
To get from freaking from point A to point B, from the city into Queens or Brooklyn or whatever. People would get in the way. Like you have, if you drive through tunnels or anything, you have on the opposite side of the tunnel where you're supposed to come out.
Right.
People were freaking gridlocked. How should I say? The cars are gridlocked by people. And obviously the cops weren't doing anything. They're just like, oh, well, people gotta get through. And it was just like herds of just people walking. No one was able to freaking get through. That time, I didn't get home. I left at what, 11:30. Remember the hell I was? I forgot what the hell I was. I was coming back into the city, and I didn't get home till like freaking 1:30, 2 o'clock. Yeah.
Dude, what?
It was ridiculous. That was the most insane one. Craziness for me was, and I don't drink it. I don't drink like that anymore. Thank God. Is New Year's. I should have done this on a couple occasions, but let's just talk about New Year's since we're on the subject. New Year's, after my security job, actually, yeah, after my security job, because I ended at 11:30 at night, got some free food and all that stuff, free drinks, went out to Times Square or the balcony of Times Square, watched everything go off. Then I went down, left work, went down to take the train into Queens, start bar hopping, and I got so lit that a friend of mine he got so drunk that he left without me. He left with his girl or whoever. I forgot who the hell was with him. I couldn't remember. All I remember is stumbling back to the train station and got on the first train, not even realizing where the hell I was going. Yeah, got on the train and stood on the train till freaking 6 in the morning. Yeah, it was like 6, 7 in the morning. So I fell asleep on the train. And was going back and forth from Queens back to like Manhattan, Brooklyn, going back. Man. And no one woke me up. No one bothered me. Luckily enough, nothing happened. But yeah, I woke up at Canal Street in Manhattan. And I was like, wait a second, where the hell am I? I was like, oh damn. Like, damn, I gotta get home already. Lucky enough, I didn't have to work the next day, but still.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we were. It's a good thing we didn't hang out back then, cause not for nothing. Yeah, it's a recipe for disaster. That would have been a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think.
Hey, but hey, for everyone to know, if you guys want to go out drinking with me, just get your guts ready. Cause we're gonna go drinking.
No, I
And
learned
I'm
my
an
lesson.
instigator on drinks.
I learned my lesson after that one. Let me tell you what this man did. All right, listen, I'm telling everybody this story. I don't care.
All right, hold on. Before you do, this is a preference. A preface, I should say, preface. No matter what, whatever I tell you to freaking, whatever I gave you to drink, I'm drinking it too. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
We're getting jacked up together. It doesn't matter. We're having fun.
That's how I knew me and Joe were gonna be like I was like, oh, you're a real one. Okay, you want to die with me? Great. Disclaimer: I did not die. Clearly, I'm still here. But so, so we were at a holiday party together. Joe and I used to work together at a hospital. Um, it was a hospital Christmas party, and I remember that day I showed up like probably an hour late or whatever. I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm not gonna drink too much because I had to work the next day anyways. It wasn't Christmas time. I think it was the week before Christmas, right? Or that Friday, Saturday, or Thursday, Friday before Christmas.
Yeah, it's about like a week or two before Christmas.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'm not gonna get too drunk. I'm just gonna, whatever, go enjoy myself, eat for free, take advantage of stuff. Um, I get there, eat, converse with everyone there. At some point, somebody yells out shots. I run the opposite way. I'm there sipping on my little whiskey the whole night. At one point, we made our way upstairs in the venue, and everyone's just talking amongst each other. We're all in a big group, just talking amongst each other, cracking jokes, all that stuff. And somebody's like, "Yo, where's everybody's drinks?" I'm just like, "Oh, valid point." So I turn around. The first person I see is Joe. I'm like, "Joe, order us some drinks." I was like, "You sure you want to do that?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh,
He comes back with these
hey,
champagne.
hold on. I said, you heard what he said. I asked, "Are you sure?" I always ask, "Are you sure?" Because I don't go crazy, but I go a little bit above beyond.
Listen,
Yes.
listen. Mind you, at this point, Joe and I have not really like we hung out, but we never really hung out like drinking wise.
Mm.
So, so I turn to him and I'm like, Joe, order us the drinks. Joe looks at me like, all right, it's your funeral. So Joe comes back with these champagne flutes, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. He got a champagne, no problem. As soon as I take a big sip. I look at it. I'm like, what is this devil juice? I'm like, what is this? All he did was smile and say, "That's the Four Horsemen." I'm like, what? What's the Four Horsemen? And he goes to explain that the Four Horsemen, and I always get this order wrong. Vodka, tequila, no tequila.
Nope.
Vodka, rum.
It's Jose,
Okay.
Jim,
Okay.
Jack,
John.
and Johnny.
Yeah, the Four Horsemen, the four freaking J's. Let me tell you, we took a sip of that. It unlocked Pandora's box. I was like, you know what? If we're gonna die, might as well go out in a blaze. Somehow, some way, we got our boss to take the sucker. And you remember that one guy that he was like completely trash.
Oh man,
He was a
he
dog.
asked. He asked for it because he was already like a couple freaking wine bottles down already.
Was
He
he?
asked for it. He took it. We had a blast. He went back to his boo or whoever dude that was with him, and he decided to get up once
Mhm.
and sat back down right on top of the table and freaking almost spilled everything over. Yeah, that was fun.
Oh my god. Let's just say this. I was perfectly fine up until that point. As soon as literally the Four Horsemen unlocked hell, Because I was like, you know what, screw it. If we're gonna die, literally, I felt like Drago. If he dies, he dies.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Wonder Woman, you're right. We
yes,
did become best friends right then and
we
there.
literally just became best friends. After that, I remember taking maybe one more, and then everybody's looking at me like I'm the devil himself, because they're like, How are you still standing?" I don't. I kid you not. I remember saying goodbye to people on my way out of the bar. Cause I'm like, "Oh, it's already. It's gonna be like midnight. Let me go." Somehow Joe left without me. Didn't even notice. And
Yeah, I totally forgot that, and he said he wanted to leave with me, and yeah, I was already gone. The missus was already waiting for me, freaking at the damn at the bus station, so we can go home, and she was already like, "Hurry the hell up! Like I've been waiting here." Like, so to go from uptown Manhattan to freaking downtown, yeah, yep, and somehow freaking you still made it home.
I don't know how.
Uh,
I
I made it home, but oh man, so I made it home with the missus. She never seen me drunk. Um, and it hit me right when I got to the bus station. It didn't hit me when I was walking around or taking a train or anything like that. It hit me at the bus station. So all the drinks that we had, like I was pounding drinks left and right, getting other people to pound drinks with me, and none of that hit me until I got to freaking the bus station. And she was like, "Are you okay? What's the matter? You gonna throw up?" I was like, one thing is just I always tell people, like, if you see me freaking putting my head down a little drunk, if I don't say anything, just leave me the hell alone. Leave me alone because I'm trying to. I'm contemplating on life.
they were bad decisions.
I can contemplate on the decisions I made, but at the same
Oh
time,
my
I'm just trying to control my gut.
god.
So I wasn't gonna throw up because I wasn't like
Oh
that crazy overboard.
mm.
Like plastered, but at the same time, I was just trying to sleep it off just to freaking feel better a little bit. And I didn't want to, I was getting a little dizzy at the time. I was like, you know what? Nope, nope. Don't want to freaking. And the bus drivers at the time freaking sucked at freaking, what was it? Like 12 o'clock at night or some shit like
Oh
that?
yeah, at that time
Some
they don't
crazy
care.
shit.
At that time they don't care.
Man, I just needed to sit down. I sat down on the bus. She kept on asking me and asking me, like, "Babe, shut the hell up. Let me just fucking sit here." And mind you, I wasn't sitting in a seat on the bus. I was just sitting on an edge, on a ledge that was just a pole there, and it was just enough room to sit my happy ass on and just fucking uh, contemplate life there. But then she got so worked up because she's never seen me drunk. It's like, babe, let's get off here. Let's get off here. It's like, why? Why are you waking me up? I can't freaking deal with you if you're freaking gonna throw up or anything. I'm not gonna throw up. Just leave me alone. Let me go to sleep. Hey, babe, I called the Uber. Don't worry about it. Let's get off. I was like, ah. Once we got out, I was like, let me just sit on this wall. Really, I don't know. I forgot what street we're on. We're freaking in Jersey. And I'm literally all I remember is a brick wall. I was like, I held on to it. I sat on a little freaking another little ledge because I'm freaking prone to sitting down on ledges. And she got the Uber. She freaking got me in the damn Uber. Yeah. Once I was in the Uber, I freaking went to hell to sleep. I was like, gone, like straight, straight freaking Windows power the hell off. Yo.
Oh my god, bro.
And the crazy part is, I was fine when I got home, even though when we got home, I just freaking slept on the couch because I didn't want to move. Pretty much that's how it was. I slept on the couch. She didn't want to give me. She didn't want to take me anywhere. She was too worried and like, no, I'm done. I'm done. You just stay here. Here's a trash can if you need to throw. I was like, yo, I don't need to throw up. Just leave me the hell alone.
Till that day,
Jesus.
till that day, she still keeps an eye on the both of us. Like, you motherfuckers better not get drunk.
Yeah, and freaking. And the crazy part is, we both had to work the next day, which was hilarious because I got to work fine,
I
got something to eat in the morning. I'm good. Everyone else, on the other hand, and I'm mainly talking about our supervisors because I got them fucked up. Um, they just looked at me like, "How are you freaking doing? How are you alive? How are you here? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, are you okay?" It's like, "No, my stomach hurts. Everything hurts."
I remember that day. I remember. Well, first off, I remember when I got to the damn. I don't remember walking through Port. Well, I didn't walk through Port Authority. I walked through you know that path that'll connect you from what is it, Seventh Ave to Eighth Ave or whatever. That path in the train. I forgot, man. I haven't taken that route in God knows how
Oh,
long.
you talking about that big old tunnel?
Yeah, yeah, that huge ass heat wave of a tunnel.
Yeah.
Um, I remember somehow I don't know. I think that's what sobered me up. I sweated that shit off. I remember I got on the damn bus, and you remember that? Like, I remember seeing a certain person there as soon as I got on the bus, and I was like, "Huh, okay." Turns out 2 weeks later, I think she was there just talking to everybody, like just trying to converse and be flirtatious or whatever. Tell me how I see her on the
Oh,
bus.
you talking about the janitor hoe, the freaking cleaning hoe
I didn't want to
from the
say it.
job?
I didn't want to say it like that, but yeah,
And she's a hoe. I don't
yeah.
one, I don't know who the hell her name is. I remember her face. I remember her working the day shift, and all I remember that whole night is she was just all up on her freaking manager's dick. So
Yeah, I mean, listen,
she a hoe.
she looked good that day. Though. I'm not gonna lie, she looked good. She looked good. But I remember I saw her on the bus, and like I looked, and I was like, huh. And the first thing that came to mind was, oh, and I went back to sleep. And then when I remember like what was it? A week later, I think we were going somewhere. I think we were all going to lunch, and then we saw her, and I was like, no, that's her.
What? Oh, Wonder Woman, we're trying to keep it classy, but we have to state the facts. The facts is she's a hoe.
Listen,
So
I am a classy
we're
gentleman.
not saying anything else because we stayed away from her, but we're still keeping it classy, just like friggin' Ron Burgundy, keeping it classy, my friends.
With some scotch. Oh, actually, that's the thing that's missing. But
And that's why this is replacing my delicious old energy drink.
I haven't had one of those in a while. I'm overdue for one. I can use one of those right now.
Hey, you're probably way overdue for one friggin' past couple days. The way you're talking about.
Past a week, so but yeah, that was. I think that was the day that like Joe and I were like, yeah, this friendship's gonna work.
We just became best friends.
Yeah. I remember at the time I didn't. At the time I had a car. I want to say yeah. At the time I no. At the time I was in the
You
process.
had a car.
I think I was in the process of getting it. I didn't have it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I did have a car. Sorry. Yeah, at the time I had a
Yeah, you
car.
had that friggin' hoopty.
Yeah. At the time I had a car, and I remember I woke up. Somehow I woke up on time, and I looked at the car, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it." Took my Ubered my happy ass to the train station, and took a train from North Jersey all the way down to South Jersey. Not the entire time. Luckily, I was cool with the with the workers on the train because
Mhm.
they've seen me before. I looked at him and I was like, "Can you do me a favor?" He's like, whatever you need, bro. Like, wake me up when we get to Middletown. He's like, all right, I got you. My man woke me up when we got to Middletown. I stumbled off of the damn out of the damn train, and then the cold wind hit me, and I was like, all right, I'm up. I remember, I remember I went to a certain part of the hospital to finish up a project, and I remember I took like an entire 45-minute nap. I took an entire 45-minute nap. The guys there, they came to check on me. They're like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "I'm hurting." They're like, "It's okay, man. You can sleep today. It's okay. Nobody's here." I'm like, "Good."
That's hilarious. Actually, let's bring Wonder Woman into the fold since she wants us to keep it classy. Wonder Woman, what's been your craziest holiday? How should we say holiday situation, holiday event? what's been your crazy experience, whether it's Christmas or New Year's? Trying to keep it within this time frame, just because we could just go all over the place with holidays. Don't worry, we'll wait. Actually, well, Wonder Woman's still trying to think of a good one because the way she's writing sounds like she got some good ones.
Here we go.
So for Christmas, since you went to so many houses, what's been what was or what's been your best gift that you've gotten?
So the gift thing. um, I've stopped expecting and asking for gifts. I think it's been like for 10, 12 years now.
Mm.
I'm just grateful to even get one, to be honest with you. Uh, but so far, I think actually, to be honest with you, I just opened up my gifts like this morning. I didn't even do it for Christmas. I know,
Morning,
I know,
Christmas is yesterday.
I
What's wrong
know,
with
I
you?
know. Listen, people handed me the gifts, and I was like, "Thank you," and then listen, I was on my go, man. um, so
No,
far,
terrible, terrible.
so far, I got a which I don't know how to feel about this, but I got a bottle of Tito's
Mm.
and a pair of designer sunglasses. Um, it's all right, Wonder Woman. It's not your fault. Um, what else did I get? I think oh man, I got a hat. I got a hat. A hat. I got a hat, glove, and scarf set. Jesus, I was like buffering there. Sorry. um, I got what else? Like a whole like I guess you could say like a I don't want to say it's a jumpsuit, but it's like a shirt pants combo thing. Button up shirt
Mm.
pants combo thing. Um, and I got some money. I got some money, and that's it. Um, but I think all in all, I want to say probably the sunglasses only because I don't own a pair of sunglasses, and when I was
Mm.
on vacation a few weeks ago, my eyes were burning. I was
What kind of sunglasses are they?
um Prada. My sister and brother-in-law got them for me because I guess
Mm.
yeah, I remember. I guess because I kept borrowing theirs. I was like, oh, let me just get this. I can't see. I can't see. Let me get this. I can't see. And I guess they got tired of me borrowing theirs, so they gave me my own.
Probably. Sounds about right. Definitely sounds about right. But damn, Prada. I didn't know they freaking made guys sunglasses
Prada
in
makes
Prada.
everything, man.
I thought it was all women.
Prada makes everything. But I think Prada is like. I mean, I think Prada tries to aim for women. And that's their main audience. But they started making stuff for guys.
Well, I know that they made certain things for guys because I wear freaking when I go out, I wear Prada.
Oh shit.
The missus love that one.
I bet you she does.
But but she's also a freaking toxica because if I wear that any other time, then she's already suspecting like, where you going?
What?
Like, who's
Who you
this
gonna
chick
go
you
see?
gonna see? Like,
Who you
where you
gonna see?
going? Like the freaking you think about 21 questions, you're straight in the damn interrogation when you do that. Like,
You gotta submit a whole request to leave. Oh
like, did I
man.
prove this? Was this approved?
listen, listen. You failed to meet the deadline to submit this request. It's gonna be denied.
Yep.
Sorry.
Like you didn't submit this in time for it to be read over and properly freaking looked at. It's like, sorry, denied. Your time has
Your
expired.
72-hour grace period. You gave it within 60. Sorry, it's no good.
Hmm.
It's no good.
Like you can tell whoever that is, like you're not going. You got sick or something. And you freaking got boo boo. You got truth. Yeah, freaking going something. I don't care. You're not going.
Listen, man, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, for me, I just,
Wonder Woman. That probably is any woman. That probably is.
listen. At the
I
end of the
wouldn't
day,
know. Once they get a good man, it's like they get sus. Like
listen. At
you're
the
not
end of
supposed to be wearing that with some other with someone else. You only wear that with me. Like mm.
listen. At the end of the day, all I can say is this. Listen,
Oh
listen. If you
man,
can't trust me, I don't know what to tell you.
man, true, true.
but, but yeah, man. These holidays. I mean, for me now, for me, it's gotten to the point where it's just it's nice to see that everyone is still around to celebrate it.
Mm.
Cause I know a lot of people that like that they a lot of people that I went to high school with that they're not here no more. Like
Yeah.
I think there was at least somebody going every month this year.
Mm.
And then I had my own personal losses as well too. And I just that's why I just if I was invited somewhere, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'm coming. Um, yeah, man. For me, it's more of spending time with the people that you care about and just having a good time. Because at the end of the day, I don't like drama. I don't want to be a part of drama. And if you're good peoples, then hang out with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. For me, that's what I look for in Christmas now. I mean, granted, I'll spoil the kids and stuff. Um, but yeah,
You got a crazy amount of freaking nephews and nieces and everything, so that's understandable.
the Furious Four
There
plus the Wonder Twins,
you go.
plus the Wonder Twins. Right? Uh, but yeah, man, just to see
See,
them. I was asking my sister.
mm,
I don't know if he got it or not. They could have just been lying to me. Because I might have. I tend to spill the beans every once in a while. One of my nephews asking for a PS5, and he was obsessed when we went away. He was like, "Yeah, I think I want a PS7." I'm like, "That doesn't come out." I'm like,
PS7.
He's only 7 years old, so he doesn't know. But
Oh man, that's hilarious.
he's like, you know what? I'm 7, so I want the PS7. I'm like, it doesn't work that way. I was like, but do you want the PS5? He's like, sure, but if the seven's available, let me get that. I'm like, okay, okay, sure. So I hope he got it. I haven't checked in on him today. But yeah, I remember that as a kid, bro. Whenever, especially when the N64 or any of the Nintendo systems came out, I was lucky because I was the only boy, so I got to enjoy all those things without having to share, thankfully.
That's
But
good.
yeah, dude, just the nostalgia of getting that as a kid, it's like it's different, man. It's different. It keeps that spirit in you to just wanna keep getting more and more and more. But
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but it depends nowadays because freaking all the gaming systems are coming out like iPads, and freaking iPhones. Like every year, every 2 years, there's a new freaking system coming out. So it's like you can't you can get a game and then the game is freaking is how should I say, not isolated, but like it's useless because they got like another version of it for the new system and it can't be backwards compatible. So it's not like how it was back like in the 90s and the early 2000s where it took at least 5 years, if that, for the new system would come out.
Jeez. I mean, I
And
get
then
it.
freaking
It's business. It's business. I get it. I get it. But
that hot mess, man. Freaking, I remember it, and that's why like now I'm trying to search for um an old Sega Genesis system because I had to make the decision when I was a kid is either I keep my Sega Genesis system or I have to give it up in order to get the new. I shouldn't say new, but it was the first Sony PlayStation. It was like I had to pick one or the other because I still had my old Nintendo, but it was either a Super Nintendo or Genesis at the time, and I had friends that had the Super Nintendo, so I was like, I'll just go over there for their house to play if anything. Let me get the Genesis. They got Sonic the Hedgehog. So so then, like I said, I had the choice on either keeping that or giving it up and getting a PlayStation. So guess what? Gran Turismo was on freaking PlayStation, so I'm playing freaking PlayStation. So I
uh,
get I gave that up, got the PlayStation, and my pops got me a I want to say a bootleg version, but it was a tricked out version or a jailbreak version of the PlayStation because it was a PlayStation, but it had another chip in it where I could play
oh, it was
any
like a
other like region game or whatever or bootleg game.
yeah. I remember. There was one year. I remember that. It's like there's like a certain hack to it. I don't know. I don't remember how to do it exactly, but I remember one year. This is around the time that Dragon Ball Z was like king,
Mm.
and I mean it's still kind of king, but whatever. Um, I remember there was a specific game that I wanted. It was like I think it's called like Battle 22 or something like that.
Mm.
Now they have the English version. I checked. They actually have the English version, so you could play it on PlayStation. But back
Okay.
then, it was only available in the Japanese language, and they only have the Japanese version. So there's a
Yeah.
place here, and I don't know if I don't know if I ever took you, but there's a place here in town.
You didn't
Um,
take me. Still
um,
waiting.
Nueva Linea.
I said I'm still waiting.
What?
Sucker.
What you mean? Listen, we still have to go to like three different places. But this spot when I was a kid, this was the spot because anything that was this is the spot to go where you could get anime stuff. This is the only place that you can actually have access to anime stuff because there was no other place that actually was carrying anime stuff back in like the early 2000s, late 90s. They didn't know what anime was, and they didn't know the market for anime.
Yeah.
So I remember we went there, and I pointed that game. I was like, "Yo, I gotta have that. Gotta have that. Gotta have that." Christmas Day, open it up. I'm like, "Oh, I got it." I'm there thinking like a little kid, trying to play it, trying to play it. I got a big ass error message from PlayStation saying, CD's not compatible. You need such and such part. You need such and such chip in order for it to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, my heart shattered. Shattered. um, I don't. I want to say, and this is why I still say like it's still one of the most clutch places to go, at least in this area. Cause I remember that day, my mom got it for me, and she's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I can't play it. Like, it doesn't let me play it because it says I need a piece." Or something, or says that I need something. So she's like, "All right, well, let's go and see if it's open." Christmas Day. Mind you, the owner's cool. He's a cool Asian dude. Like he's all about. He's like a big kid at heart, a huge kid.
Mm.
Um, we go there, and surprisingly enough, the place was open. We're just like, "Bro, you're not celebrating Christmas?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm in the back." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I was like, "So you're just gonna open up? Okay, that's fine, whatever." So we go and we tell him like, "Hey, look, this part's not working. Like this game's not working. Like, what can we do?" And he's like, "Oh, that's my fault. I forgot to tell you when you bought it that you need an additional piece in order to play this game because it's a Japanese version." I was like, "Great." So luckily, my mom was kind enough to get me the piece, and I was hooked, bro. I was playing that game for months, months, which is why any Dragon Ball Z game you got to keep away from me because you won't hear from me. You will not hear from me.
Oh damn.
But yeah, man, I miss those days. I mean, maybe because we're older now that we're the ones that are doing the buying.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, dude, I remember Christmas. I mean, still get excited for Christmas. Like I get excited for like the what's it called, the pageantry, the Christmas lights, the shows, and all that stuff. I gotta do that stuff. Like my tradition is I have to do something festive or do something close enough where it's like it could be something as simple as like a Christmas marathon.
Mm.
I actually, as a matter of fact, the other day I actually I jumped on Prime, and they had all the old. Do you remember the old cartoon specials? The Flintstone
Which
special,
which one? There's so many freaking cartoon specials.
what is it? They had the Flintstone Christmas special. They had
Mm.
the Jetson Christmas special, Yogi's. I saw all that in one sitting.
Mm.
I was like, "Yep, all right, it's Christmas now." If I can't see that, if I don't see that, bro, it doesn't feel like Christmas. It really doesn't.
Mm. The only thing I didn't get to see this Christmas was any of the Krampus movies.
I never
I
seen
was
those.
trying to I was trying to see certain movies, but the missus was like, I only want to see certain movies. Let's watch Home Alone. Like her thing is always like during this Christmas time, it's always Home Alone. Home Alone 1 and 2. Like
Yep.
Jesus,
I
Like
just have to watch that
that's
later.
not the only two movies that's freaking Christmas.
I just have to watch that later, man. When I go see my missus.
Like,
Oh,
and we didn't even get to watch freaking Die Hard, man. Like
okay, okay.
the biggest Christmas movie, like
So,
we didn't get to see it. It's like,
so we're
come
in
on, son.
agreement. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. We're in agreement.
When the hell Die Hard wasn't a Christmas movie? It was during Christmas in Chicago, freaking in the Nakatomi Tower. Like, come on now. Like, come on, come on.
Listen, there are people to this day that are still in denial.
And those people can keep smoking crack because guess what? Han, even when Han was in Harry Potter, was still the best villain at the time. So
It's true.
yeah.
I forgot
And
that.
yeah, Twitterverse, YouTubeverse, Han was actually freaking Severus Snape.
That
If
was
you didn't know, he's been acting for that long. Yeah,
that
yeah.
was him. I
He's
completely forgot.
still the damn freaking man in that.
He just got old. He just got real old.
Well, it's not even the fact that he got old. He also passed away freaking a few years ago, unfortunately. So freaking, but him and freaking Die Hard, yeah, that was a good movie. And then, but I did get one accomplishment with the missus. I got her to watch freaking Christmas Story. She's never watched Christmas Story out of all the freaking years that any channel was playing it on freaking as a marathon, which I still hate. Like,
Okay.
why do you play one particular movie
So,
as a marathon when you have so many?
so her defense, I'm not a big fan of the Christmas movie either. I don't know why, but
I
it's
mean, Christmas Story? Because it's not a Christmas movie, it's Christmas Story.
well,
Get it right.
yeah,
Get it right. Come
sorry,
on.
sorry.
Come
Okay,
on.
see, that's why I don't like
Come on,
it.
son. Come on,
Listen,
son.
listen. I never liked the movie. All right, I just never liked it. Like a kid that's trying to get a BB gun and then he throws a tantrum and fuck out of here. Like come on.
Yeah, but that's typical kids. But at least back then, they showed how kids acted. Even if they're out of place, they get checked by their parents. Not like there is nowadays.
I mean, listen. The moral of the story is, be careful what you ask for, kids, because you shoot your eye out. Because have you seen the new one that they're coming out with?
Knew what?
They came out with another Christmas story movie. He's older now.
Ugh.
Yeah, I
I
forgot what it's called. I think it's like a Christmas story. I think that's what it's called. Like the
Oh, really?
not that creative, but I thought that movie was older than what it was. I didn't realize it came out in the 80s. I thought it came out in like the 70s or something like that.
What the Christmas story? No, it's 83.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was like, yo, wait. I was like, how's this guy still alive? Is he supposed to be dead?
All the old parents are freaking dead. Yeah,
Jesus, he still looks the same though. Still looks the same.
unfortunately.
Yeah, which is creepy, but
So Wonder Woman said Hans is the best, and his actual name is Alan Rickman. Was a great actor. Yeah, Alan Rickman was freaking awesome.
well, clearly you must be a Harry Potter fan.
Yep. You already know. She's definitely probably a Potter fan. Freaking what they call the Potterheads.
Potters.
Actually, you know what? That's what I realized today was freaking. Why is it every holiday that comes they want to have sci-fi? I shouldn't say day. Sci-fi wants to freaking have a damn Harry Potter marathon. Any freaking holiday comes up.
Sci-Fi has a Harry Potter marathon like every other weekend.
Nah, that's like freaking every holiday. It only seems like every other weekend because we had Thanksgiving so close to freaking Christmas coming up. But then let's see. Oh yeah, the missus just messaged me saying she hasn't, and I doubt she's gonna want to watch this anyways because she's a little they say not sensitive, but she's a tearjerker. She doesn't like freaking certain like happy moments or sad moments because she's easily freaking sensitive.
It's the Christmas spirit.
I know, right? But the movie she needs to see, and I need to freaking actually to watch it today and tonight, or most likely probably tomorrow, is a Christmas. What is it? Miracle on 34th Street. There we go.
I've never seen that movie.
What's wrong with you? Both of y'all. Yo, I need to get both of y'all on the same page over here. What the hell? Ah.
I mean,
So
it's listen. There's certain movies.
gonna have you guys at least watch a Chris was it Miracle on 34th Street, the newer version? Yeah, the newer version with I forget the girl's name that played Matilda in the movie
Oh,
Matilda.
yeah, 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 okay, okay. I
Mm,
just call him Matilda. I know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
So, hey, we got to get both of you to watch that because I know the old one with I think it was with Shirley Temple. That'll be a little too old because it's all black and white, anyways. But it's still a good movie. As Miracle on 34th Street.
I just, I don't know, man. It just never called to me. It's just I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'll give it a shot. It's Christmas, might as well. It's the holiday season. But I've never. There are only certain movies that I like. I'll watch Polar Express. Have to watch that.
Mhm.
Have to watch Elf.
Have to watch what?
Elf, the Will Ferrell.
Okay. Mhm.
This Christmas. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Um,
Home Alone, which you haven't seen.
Home Alone. But you know what? I saw it so
Mhm.
much as a kid that
Mhm.
it's just like. But it can't be the first Home Alone. It has to be the second one because the second one he spends Christmas in New York.
Yeah.
The first one is like, I don't really want to watch it. Um,
First one's always fun. The first ones are always funny as hell,
of course,
which helps the second one.
of course. You know what's crazy? I didn't realize how not Star Studded. I'm sorry, how packed, how jam packed full of stars that movie had.
Hmm.
Like it, like
Especially the second one, yeah.
yeah. I was like, wow, dude, that's wow.
Yes. Okay, so Wonder Woman is just brought some interesting info to light. Was the dude from Christmas Story played an elf in the movie Elf?
Oh yeah, that's an interesting. Yeah, I just actually found out about that
I
like
didn't
yesterday.
realize that one.
He played.
I was too busy freaking laughing my ass off with damn Will
Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell.
And then, oh yeah, I totally forgot the John Hammond from Jurassic Park, from the first original Jurassic Park, played was the one that played Santa in America on 34th Street.
Hold on, I need to look up his face. You know I'm horrible with faces.
Mhm. Wonder
Oh
Woman. Which
yeah.
movie were you talking about? Which movie was this? On what explanation Ranger was talking about? Most likely, he was talking about the how was it Home Alone 2, where he has so many actors that was in there, like Tim Curry, Rob Snyder. Who else? There's a few others that was in that movie.
There's a few others. I forgot the woman's name that played the homeless woman, the park. I forgot her name.
Yeah,
She
yeah, I
was
forgot her
she
name.
she was a big name star as well. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
I gotta at least do that.
Home Alone 2, that's what it was.
Was it?
No. What I was answering back on Wonder Woman, she was still asking which movie were you talking about, but it was Home Alone, and she agreed. She was like, ah, yes.
It's a
Mhm.
classic. It's a classic.
Mhm.
I don't. I mean, I don't have kids, but I mean, for me, I would want to maybe do that with my kids someday. When I mean, it's hard to
Do,
get these kids to
do
sit
what?
down, like sit there and watch these movies with them. But it's hard to get the kids to sit down nowadays. Like I try to do it with my nephews, and they just run around.
Well, that all depends because the only reason why some kids nowadays can't sit still is because their parents won't control them to sit still. Everything is all freaking. They say try to get their attention as fast as possible with the limited time. So that's why everyone's like, all the kids are addicted to Cocomelon, freaking all these other damn shows that we were never watching, and all these little shows are like less than 5 minutes a piece of freaking information or like events where we had like Sesame Street, you had a whole freaking half an hour. You had freaking Mr. Rogers, another half an hour. You had Reading Rainbow. You had freaking all these other cartoons
Legends.
that teach you stuff. That it's always, no matter what, it was an hour.
Yeah.
And even though some of them were on, say, like regular TV channels where you have to have like a minute or two of commercials, you're always ready for the next freaking part of the show. And you're not like how it is nowadays, where everything's on a tablet or freaking a video streaming platform or whatnot.
Right.
So
I
it
mean,
all depends on the parents learning how to get their kids to have the attention span to control it long enough for them to actually sit down and watch something. Not have this what everyone wants to call, oh, our kids have ADHD. Like maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just doesn't have the attention span because you're not teaching them better. You just let them do whatever the hell they want because you want to be their best friend.
listen, bro. If you were born anywhere between the 80s and 90s, you definitely have ADD. But, but we learned how to control it.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely learned how to control it. So I don't see why. I mean, I mean, we could get into that whole conversation another day. But
Yeah, that's something separate. We're not even touching on that.
mm-hmm.
If you get offended, sorry, but not sorry. It's true.
It's just who we are. Just who we are.
My attention span, depending on the subject matter, is can be short as all hell or long as all hell. But at the same time, you have to control or you have to teach the kids on how to control that because that's taught from a young age. That's taught like what is it? I forget the saying where most of the kids learning is not in school, it's at home and their environment.
Yeah.
So if their environment is chaotic, their home is chaotic, that's how they're gonna treat life chaotic there, and that's how they're gonna be in school. It's chaotic. You just have to learn how to control that. You have to teach them you have to teach them the discipline and put the discipline in their bodies before it becomes a habit that's uncontrollable. Um, to go into a background for me is a lot of guys, because I used to be in the military, a lot of guys that I went into the military with freaking had attention span that was short as hell or had attitudes worse than mine. But when you go into freaking military, they fucking, excuse my language, but they freaking control that. They freaking break that out of you. They break that bad habit out of you and control that that habit, that behavior, teach you the discipline for not just your job when you go into the military, but also when you go on deployment and things like that. Like those things start at a certain base, and if no one's able to teach them or no one's trying to teach them, they're just gonna go all hell. They're just gonna freaking let loose, do whatever the hell they want, do things that they know they're not gonna reap or get any consequences on them except you're gonna get time out. It's like, hell no, you're gonna get this knife hand right across the freaking face. You talking about goddamn bullshit. Um,
We don't condone any kids. Yo. We don't condone any kids. We don't.
oh man. But besides that point, it's really the parents and the family just have to teach them better and have to make the children understand that. That's all. Like everyone can have certain attention spans because certain subjects are boring to everyone. Shoot, freaking I get bored in what is it? In like English classes, certain history classes, I get bored.
Actually, I'm a history buff. I like learning about history. I'm a big documentary buff, but
See,
I'm a history buff.
you like history? Do you like math or science?
Oh hell yeah! I just never like English. My English, listen, my English is not very good looking. Okay, my grammar sucks. Like every time I actually type in a text, I have to like double check it to make sure like the punctuation is correctly, and I gotta message my girl and be like, "Can you make sure this sounds right?"
Yeah, that happens.
But yeah, I always liked history. I always like learning about the past because it's true what they say. It's true what the saying, what how the saying goes. It's if you don't learn from your past, you're gonna continue to repeat it.
Hmm.
Or that's not the saying. You know what I mean? History tends to
Well,
repeat itself.
history repeats itself. Yeah.
Yeah, history just tends to repeat itself. So you have to learn
Hmm.
from your past some way or another. If not, you're gonna be stuck in the same vicious cycle. Trust me, I know it because that was like my whole 20s. but um, but yeah, I was always big on history. I always like learning about the past because some of the great icons of the past, they were light years ahead of us. Like when it came to when it came to certain things like strategy, or when it came to their train of thought, they were light years ahead of us, man. To this day, I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure if they were to be resurrected some way somehow, or if they were able to live long enough, I think we would be so much further along as a civilization. But that's a whole other story.
Possibly, possibly depending on society.
Right. Um, yeah, I was
To
gonna
go
say.
on to freaking take a side note, one of the women also stated, because how I said for Home Alone 2, you had Tim Curry and, well, hold on, or I even keep them. Tim Curry was the original Pennywise, who also played freaking in the movie Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Never
In
saw that.
case some of you didn't freaking see that, or a bunch of heathens of the freaking movie industry, Tim Curry also played in Scary Movie 2 and in the wheelchair, the freaking professor.
Yes, he did.
Also Rob Snyder. Rob Snyder played in so many roles, aka let's go with Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo.
The water boy, he's the guy that said you can do it.
Yep. Or in 51st Dates, he was Ula, which he played a freaking great role in that one. That because I lived in Hawaii for so long, I consider Hawaii my freaking home. Even though I was born in freaking Brooklyn, New York, Hawaii is my home. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if I was freaking wasn't born there. I lived there for so long that that is my home. I'd rather stay there, retire there, and die there. That's how much I love freaking being in Hawaii. But she also said, um, she calls him Orange Popsicle, which is freaking the Trumpster, the Don himself,
Oh, that's right. He was in that movie.
the former POTUS of the United
You're
States.
talking about the big Oompa Loompa. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Yes,
Or
yes.
AKA how I like to call him, the Orange Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Donald Trump was also in there for a little stint where he actually had a little bit more hair than he does now.
A lot more hair,
Yeah.
and he was a lot thinner too. But
Yeah, definitely. A lot thinner and less freaking tan lines. He looked normal. He doesn't look like freaking um he was trying to was it participate in one of the like Arnold Classics competitions. The for the elderly version, it's like getting all them tan lines out of the way. So yeah, she was right on that one.
oh man.
So before we before we got on tangent on ADHD and the children and everything, let's get back on movies. Just so we don't overstep our boundaries on certain things and start having cancel culture freaking trying to chime in on us. Even though I can give two hells on what the hell they have to say. Um,
That sound like a personal problem for them. But
yeah.
hey, yeah.
But you know what? Actually, talking about that, Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian, freaking Fluffy, had a great analogy where cancel culture loves to be a troll. They
Yeah,
love to freaking
hide
like
behind
tell you
the
you're
screen.
fault at something, but don't educate anyone. Like they just love to complain. They love to be the Karens of the world, the Karens and Kens of the world, and not educate or not debate about the situation to make people learn from their point of view. You're like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. You, what was it? You should know better. Blah 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 blah. It's like, okay, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Yeah,
And
see,
it
that's the
just
thing. They
keeps
don't like.
going, keeps going.
Well, that's the thing. They don't like to be challenged. But
Hmm.
that's a whole other topic. Hey, that could be an episode. That could be
Oh
a whole
man,
episode.
that'll be a long episode as well as a short episode, depending on how many people freaking watch and how quick freaking Twitch and YouTube decides like, oh, you cannot say that, man.
Nope,
So
nope, no go, my friend. Sorry.
yeah, right. Oh, you can't say that. Like, why not? Like, you guys aren't sponsoring us.
It's true.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Knock on wood. You heard what I said. Not yet.
Stop
Um,
playing with our emotions, YouTube.
but Well, let's go back on like the movies. So you said you haven't seen Krampus. Krampus to me is hilarious, but that's also because I shouldn't say I have a demented mind, but at the same time, it's funny because it's a horror movie that people just do stupidness, and no matter what, Krampus still freaking knocks you over the head, freaking destroys you, and takes you freaking for his own damn self.
All right, so this is just my ignorance talking.
With the-
What is Krampus? Like, what is it
So,
referring
so
to?
the old folklore.
Uh huh.
I forget which country had this folklore. So in certain countries, you know how Santa, if you're on the naughty list, you get coal or anything like that.
Right.
Well, in a certain cultures, like I think it's Norwegian or something like that. I forget.
Mhm.
Instead of coal, Santa doesn't send anyone. Santa's, I guess, his demonic cousin or whoever the hell it is goes on the naughty list, and how should I say, if you're on the naughty list, that Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, however you want to say,
Mhm.
Krampus comes to your home, knocks you over the head, like the children, and steals the children and throws them in the sack and takes them away from freaking their homes.
Excuse me. What?
Yeah,
Yo.
and that's part of the folklore is where Krampus takes the children because they were so bad they need to freaking take them away from the family and teach them a lesson, bring them back. What was it? I think it said they bring them back to hell. Yeah.
Yo, talk about putting fear in kids. Wow. Dear Jesus. Oh, all right. Well then.
But with the movie, it's Krampus coming in to take care. I shouldn't say take care. To wreak havoc on the people on the naughty list that people don't believe in Krampus or whoever, and they just doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and he just lays waste on freaking everything.
Okay, that makes sense. Which is why when you kind of look up Krampus, they give out this whole evil creature-looking thing. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so okay, so I remember a few years back when I first saw the Krampus movie come out, or like I guess the
Mhm.
thousands or whatever. I forgot when it came out. I looked at it and I was like, wait, why is this coming out during the holidays? I don't what sick demented person trying to kill Christmas? Lo and behold, years later, I found out that it was a folklore, but I was just like, oh, okay, and I didn't like I never heard the story, so I was like, so it's gonna be an ongoing thing. Yeah, okay, cool. Um, but I never saw it only because I passed. For me, I passed like the. I want to say that I passed the scary movie portion of my life, but I'm not the first person. My girl, yeah, she's the first person to jump on something that's scary or something that's I guess like more of a thriller, like a psychological thriller, like an Inception type of thing. Like
Mhm.
that, she likes movies that'll make you think. For me, it's like I gotta be in the mood to watch it. If not, I'm gonna come home and just watch a comedy. Um, but I mean, now that you told me this, I have to see this because you know what it reminded me of when you said that Peter
What's
Pan.
up?
Peter Pan. My whole childhood is ruined. My entire childhood is ruined. Like once I found out the alternative version of Peter Pan, I was like, yeah,
Oh, you mean the other conspiracy theory on what who
yeah,
Peter Pan really is?
yeah. Like he's actually the angel of death, taking them kids away to Neverland, and actually
Yeah,
hooking
but
them
it's
up.
also there's also the part where it wasn't Peter Pan wasn't the hero, but not just the angel of death, but it's also to do with um, Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell being a fairy, and fairies back then, or in a certain folklore, fairies are known to be mischievous and evil.
Huh,
Hmm.
whatever thought. Always a small one.
Hmm.
Totally complexes. Mm.
But still, I'm not gonna let that control the narrative. I love freaking Peter Pan. if Robin Williams can be Peter Pan and make me love damn Peter Pan, then that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna freaking like, oh well, this was this. Like no, no.
Listen, I don't count that. All right, I'm a huge Robin Williams fan. He was like majority of my childhood.
hmm
So I don't really count Hook as part of the Peter Pan franchise, even though they say, "Oh, it's Peter." No, 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 no. That's Peter. All right, that's
hmm
Peter. All right, put some respect on his name. But yeah, man, I remember that was one of the. And wasn't it? Yeah, didn't it happen around Christmas too? It was snowing.
uh, yeah, I guess winter time.
Winter time, right? All right, so I could be
Yeah.
wrong. But yeah, man, that was like one of my favorite movies as a kid.
hmm
But yeah, yeah, man. I remember that's for me. The Christmas used to be well. I mean, it's still Christmas is like a time where you just sit back, take a look back at the year. I don't do it on New Year's because New Year's I'm trying to get drunk or just I'll take it off the Um, but I literally just look back on the year, grateful for the people I'm around, and play video games. If I have the chance, take the actual day or the day of and the day after to like wind down for a little bit.
hmm
Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, or if not, I'm playing games the whole day, and I'm not answering my phone for anyone. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, that's all. That was my that's like my Christmas tradition, I guess you could say. Um, but on another note, what was it, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, since we were on the subject of games? I
hmm
don't know if anyone did watch, but I saw the World Cup final,
I
and
think everyone watched the World Cup final, even though it was
didn't I
on a
call it?
football, even though it was on a football Sunday. I think everyone seen the World Cup.
Wait, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I said that France was gonna make the final. I said that. Well, no, I didn't say that they were gonna. I thought France was gonna win it all.
Mm.
This close to proving my prediction, and it,
Yeah,
dude,
they were was it last year or the last FIFA Cup?
they
They
were
were
the
the
last FIFA
world
Cup champs,
champions. Yeah.
and I was like, oh, they're gonna take it all. Nope. Listen,
hmm
I'll give it to Argentina, man. Like they came out swinging. They
Yep.
came out swinging, man, and the way that finished, I was in shock. I was like, no, there's no way they're gonna let this go. They went into overtime. Well, not no overtime, extra minutes, and
Overtime, extra minutes to where freaking they got the shoot and they had to end it up in a penalty shots or the shootout.
dude, I'm talking about nail biter. And I'm just looking at this. I'm like, yo, nah. They have to. Of course, they have to make this traumatic. They just have to make this traumatic, and
Mhm.
bring all this drama to the end of the World Cup because this might be Messi's last one.
Yep.
I'm like, this man just wants to go out on a bang. Screw it. But yeah, bro, Argentina won, and I was like, wow, he's literally riding off in the sunset if he just calls it now. Because he's
If he does, but I feel like he's gonna end up like freaking Tom Brady. He's gonna do a couple more years.
is that what we're doing? That's what we're calling it now.
Yep.
I'm retiring. No, 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 I'm not retiring. I'm going to
hmm
retire. Dude, you saw what's his face? What Salt Bay was doing?
Nah.
Yo, because of his shenanigans, he's been banned from, I believe, the Open Cup. He's no longer allowed to attend the. I forgot but he's no longer allowed to attend certain events now because after they won the title, um, he was basically tugging at. There's a clip going around that he was basically tugging at Messi, trying to get a picture with him.
hmm
And Messi's there just trying to like get his damn trophy and be out. And then he takes a picture with one of the players. Now I don't know. Now I don't want to speculate or whatever. Maybe the player let him do it, and they're kind of blowing this out of proportion. But he took the player's medal, his FIFA medal, and put it in his mouth, like how they do in the Olympics that they bite it.
Oh, it wasn't a medal.
It wasn't a medal.
Nope.
Was it?
It was an actual freaking trophy.
Wait, he bit the trophy.
I'm looking at it now. It's not that he bit the trophy. I think he grabbed the freaking trophy from the players and kissed it.
Oh my god, bro.
Yep. Yeah, freaking U.S. Open Cup
Yeah,
tweeted this on December 20th that Salt Bay is hereby banned from the 2023 Open Cup final. Wow.
and FIFA's launching an investigation on the whole situation. I'm just like, listen, I understand because Zombie's Argentinian, right? I would assume so, which is why he should tell.
I don't think he's Argentinian.
Hold on. Could be my. No, no, he's Turkish. Huh, interesting.
Yeah, he's Middle Eastern.
That's
So.
that's my bad. Talking again. But I mean, I get it. I get it. Listen, man. I get it. You're excited. You saw one of your. Maybe he's a fan of Messi. Maybe he's a huge fan of Messi. I get it. But you're at a certain level right now. Now, granted, what I've heard, what I've seen, based off his reviews, his steaks are a little overpriced. I've never had it. His steaks are overpriced and they don't taste that good. But I don't want to speculate until I actually try it myself. But
Nah, I'm good.
but
And the reason why I'm saying I'm good is because freaking I have heard those how you say those rumors on how the steak is, but also the fact that he's supposed to be by was it the FDA or the Food Association or Food Drug Association? I forget who the hell deals with it. That he's no longer able to do his little because he's pouring freaking the salt and bouncing it off his sweaty, hairy arms onto the steak. Now, I don't know about y'all. I love steak. If I could, I'll eat steak every goddamn day. Now, I'm not a crazy ass wanting freaking steak like rare or medium rare. I like my craziness. A little bit of pink in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Like medium well, give or take. Not well done because that's a little too overcooked for me. But I like my steak seasoned, deliciousness that you get everywhere else, like especially down south. But I do not want freaking people's hair in my shit.
definitely not.
Or the freaking their sweat, especially if it's freaking hot as hell next to the grill, whatever. You got that freaking drip sweat. No, I don't want that vinegar freaking whatever the hell. No. I'm good.
That gives you that.
Good.
You don't want the extra seasoning, bro.
Nah. Yeah, that is so. One of them is asking like, "Oh, Salt Bay." Like, oh yeah, like who invited him? Honestly, have no idea who the hell invited him into the field. But
I mean, he has a certain status, so maybe he got VIP treatment. I mean,
well, probably because they were in Qatar for the FIFA Cup.
Very true. So,
But at the same time, freaking like I just got done watching a video while you were talking of Messi like trying to congratulate. Well, Messi trying to enjoy his win, but also trying to get to the rest of his team, like getting the congratulations and celebrating and everything, and probably trying to talk to the reporters and Salt Bay. You see Salt Bay is like trying to pull on him, like, hey, come here. It's like it seems like he's just trying to be relevant. Like I know Messi. See, I took a picture with Messi. Like, but then you also see a picture and video of Salt Bay grabbing the trophy, the FIFA Cup trophy, and then giving it a kiss and everything. It's like so, yeah.
You can't do that, man. That's like saying some rando celebrity could go onto the football field and just snatch up the Super Bowl trophy and start kissing it. Because nah, bro, you didn't put in the work. What's wrong with you? You're with a shooting in the gym. Like, come on.
But then it also goes into the fact where he kind of overstepped his little boundary, but security should have freaking controlled that at the same time.
But then again, they have different rules. Remember, they set up all these rules and regulations for people that went to go see the matches out there. People couldn't drink. There wasn't PDA allowed. You had to have a shirt on the entire time. Whereas if you go to somewhere,
that's also freaking. You're in a Middle Eastern country. That's just
correct, right? So it's just following their culture.
Yeah, how it is there.
Yeah, and that's just how the culture is. We have to respect it.
You gotta respect the culture.
Right.
You also gotta respect the game. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no, you're right though. You're right.
Respect the players. Like you want all this respect towards your cultures. Like back the hell up. Let the freaking players do their thing
Enjoy their
and
victory.
celebrate their freaking win.
Right, and then afterwards you can do it. Like afterwards you can come
Yeah,
in, but
if they let you.
yeah, right. But sometimes it doesn't
But
work out that way.
then it's also crazy how uh, before you brought this up, I didn't because I didn't know anything about the Salt Bay issue. How people were complaining, or I don't know who was complaining on why Messi was wearing a it's not called a shawl, but it's a Middle Eastern like chic like robe
Wardrobe. Oh.
that the sheik or I forget who the hell was it, the royalty of Qatar gave to him for him win, especially for him winning the cup. Like he's not just doing them a favor, but he's how you say um celebrating their freaking win and showing his condolences on accepting something that was given to him by royalty of a Middle Eastern country that actually is one of few richest Middle Eastern countries. So I don't know why the trolls or the Kens and Karens had anything to say about that, but
man, because people are never gonna be happy. All right, no matter what, there's always gonna be someone
all
who's
right.
gonna complain. Someone's gonna find some fault with someone else. But yeah, that's their problem, not ours.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to talk about Christmas. Okay.
I know right now we're here to talk about freaking Messi and how awesome freaking Argentina did in that damn World Cup.
Man, that's like the perfect Christmas gift. Literally, it was last week, right? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah, but last Sunday.
That's bro. That's a perfect Christmas gift. He's literally walking to his
Mm-hmm.
house like he's gliding into his house like this, like Jesus.
Yep.
He's like, I did it again. Look at me.
Like he's probably, you know what it is? He probably freaking rolled into the airport on fucking Heelys. It's like, look what I want. Look at what I want.
Look at this.
I might leave this year. I might retire, but look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna hold on to this mic. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna hold on to this
Yep.
mic.
But that is awesome. And like I was telling you, I wish I would have bought a Messi shirt before he won, like years ago, before anything. Now, that's gonna be freaking those prices gonna be skyrocketing, man.
Yeah, but you know what? His shirts have always been expensive because you know what? He's an international superstar, man. So
Yeah.
regardless, you probably still be paying a decent, like a pretty chunk of. You probably be paying a pretty good chunk of change to get his jersey. That kid, I mean, he's been that kid on the France team, Mbappe.
Okay, yeah.
He was a well known player too, but
Mhm.
man, him and Messi are going toe to toe, bro. Like, I think he had like what 2-3 goals in that game. And
Yeah, I don't remember.
Messi left his print, but like this kid took over for France, and
Mhm.
like literally, it was literally watching if Messi retires, it was literally watching the passing of the torch. Because that kid just literally took over the match and said, "Nah, I got this." There was one goal I was like in shock when it happened. Literally, it was a pass. They were on their way down the field, and it was a cross pass to him, and literally all he did, I don't know how he did. He just came out of nowhere and it just kicked it in. I'm like, where did he come from? I was like, where the hell did he come from?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that kid, like that kid, I don't know how old he is. He's been. I've seen him before. The name was very familiar, but he was. I don't follow soccer the way I should, but he was like he was a well known player in the soccer world, but like he just shined, man. He just shined in that final, and it's literally passing. I felt as though it's literally passing the torch for this kid. So I hope if it does come down to that, like it's literally we're literally watching the next star. Damn, this kid's not even he's not even 25 years old.
He is 25.
He just had a birthday last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's 24. Bro,
And Masur, that's the one you're talking about, Masur Usman Dembele, right?
oh no no, Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, I hope I'm saying the name
Trying to look at all the damn players that they had.
right. Yeah, man, that kid. If this is the end of the road for Messi, I mean, granted, there's still Ronaldo, but we literally just looked at the next superstar, bro, because this kid, this kid was all over the place, literally all over the place. So I don't know, like this just makes me want to watch and learn more about soccer. I say it to myself every year, but it's just I don't know when to watch these damn games, and that's on me. I have to start watching and paying attention more to when the actual schedules come out, stuff like that, and when certain leagues are being played.
Yeah.
Because the only league I know is the Premier League and La Liga. That's it. All the other ones, I'm just like, get back to me. But yeah, man, to be under 30 and perform the way he performed
Mm-hmm.
in a stage of that magnitude, that kid just set himself up for greatness. All he has to do is just keep going, he'll be fine. So I gotta know. Now that Christmas is done, well, first you asked me what I got for Christmas. I never asked you what you got for Christmas. I was being selfish. I apologize.
Let's see. The missus would probably say, "Freaking, I got the biggest gift of all," but that's not really coming in until after Christmas. So
Let's get a
I'll
jail
let
free card.
everyone speculate on that one.
Let's get a jail free card.
I know, right? But I didn't get anything crazy. Yeah, all I got was freaking cash and some nifty gadgets and everything. Oh, but
Uh-huh.
the missus did get me a freaking Boba Fett mug,
Ooh.
and I'm I'm struggling right now trying to figure out what should I freaking drink out of that, and it's it's really leaning towards like my my interesting, yeah, I should say that one. My interesting drinks that I want to be freaking making. So the
What are these drinks? Wait, how big is this mug? First off.
uh,
Exactly.
I wish I had it down here, but it's actually a little taller than this can.
Jeez.
So think of a mixed drink within this can. So think of like tequila sunrises.
Oh my god.
Um, what's another one? Was it an adios? Adios is a nice good one in there. Any freaking Long Island iced tea.
Ooh.
My usual go-to would be freaking the vodka cran or a vodka Red Bull. Definitely not a four horseman. That'd be too much. That'd be too much.
You'll be slumped again.
Yeah.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
And that'll be me waking up, trying to wake up in like 2 hours after drinking. I'm like,
What just happened?
you know,
What just happened?
yeah. But it's that one is actually pretty cool because freaking. So the missus got me that and a Marvel like comic book shirt, like in an old school Avengers comic shirt. And it's surprisingly interesting the fact that this design of the shirt was an old comic book design, but it's on the back, vice the front, where most Marvel like comics have their freaking designs and everything. So I kind of like that, and it's really cool.
It's
It won't
on
get messed up as easy.
it's on the back?
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
So it's freaking pretty cool. And then But yeah, I keep going back to that Boba Fett mug because it's a tiki mug. So it looks like a tiki um totem, like a tiki like a totem freaking statue
Mm,
of Boba Fett, but as a mug shape.
mm.
Yeah, yeah. That's a new drinking freaking mug. I got all the fancy mugs that I really like. I shouldn't say mugs. I got a lot of fancy glasses that I like, but that one might be the stay at home chill mug. You know,
That's gonna be.
it's gonna be great for Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh man, I forgot that's coming up soon.
Hmm.
Jesus, we're gonna figure out our predictions for that too.
Yo, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm kind of mad this past weekend that freaking the Eagles lost to the Cowboys,
Yeah,
and right now the Eagles are still leading the league. And the Packers actually won against freaking the Miami Dolphins yesterday, so that was an interesting game.
I have. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I have not seen football at all this year. But I just checked to see if my Ravens were still in the
Ah.
in the run, and I think they still are. I could be wrong.
Let me see. Let me look at the stats for the NFL.
Last time I checked, they were still
Those
behind.
standings.
Nope, they're second place now, but we did clinch. We
Yeah,
did clinch the
yeah.
playoff berth, so it's fine. It's fine.
I forgot who their last game was with. But yeah.
The Browns, and they lost like 13-10 or something like that, or three to 13, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but dude. Yeah. Oh, tell me how when I was in dinner when I was at dinner yesterday, um, one of one of Nancy's relatives. Well, actually, yeah. So Nancy's, I guess aunt. Yeah, I guess yeah. So I was gonna say cousins, parents. Aunt. They live in Maryland.
Hmm.
So when I said that, I was like, "So you're Baltimore fans?" She's like, "Yes." I'm like, "So we're gonna go see a game when we go down there, right? All right, cool. It's on me. Don't worry about it."
Yeah. Plus, you got to get in New Jersey too.
Can we not talk about that?
We need. Well, we don't have to talk about that, but
I
when you
mean,
go down there or anything, I need. Let me know. Let me know how much it is because I need a freaking Ray Lewis jersey.
this
I
jersey.
might not like. I might not like freaking the Ravens, but I love me the freaking linebackers that can knock some people out. You know what I mean?
Bro, but you don't understand. This was a Steve McNair jersey when he was
Yeah.
there. uh,
Yep.
uh, I'll get
Well,
over
don't
it.
worry about it anymore.
I'll get
Don't
over
worry
it.
about it
It's
anymore.
it haunts me. I wish I would have grabbed that. I wish I would have. I wish I would have. I wish that's the one thing I wish I would have kept. But anyway, um, what are your plans, man, for the new year? Like, you guys got anything? You got anything planned, man?
For the new year or
For
New
the new
Year's?
year or New Year's? For the new year.
Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Why am I echoing on your side? Why am I echoing on your side?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm echoing like crazy on your side. I'm echoing like crazy on your side now.
don't.
For the New Year's, we don't really have
We don't
anything
really have
planned.
anything planned.
It's just gonna be
It's
a
just
chill
gonna
day
be a
like
chill day, like
most
most
New
years.
Year's.
New Year's.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
since
since
I don't
I
know
don't know
forever.
forever.
New
New
Year's
Year's
Day, I
Day, I
don't
don't
really
really
do anything
anything
crazy.
crazy. Mm,
I
I
used to
used to
do
do
the
the
same
same
thing
thing
like
like
holidays,
holidays, mm,
jump
jump
freaking from
house
house
to
to house
house
for
for
the
the holidays.
holidays.
Mm.
But then, and
Not
not
anymore.
anymore, nothing crazy.
Uh,
What do you got planned?
it's still up in the air, man. Listen, for me, I think I don't know. These
You
Christmas.
gotta take a page out of my book and just chill out. Me and you freaking game it out all day.
That sounds like a really good, really
Come on,
good.
man. That could be our next stream. Just game it out.
Hey, listen, we gotta go do some Python stuff too. I've been getting better and better. um, I'm down for that, man. I really don't want to do too much, only cause one, it's New Year's. and the boys always try to find something.
Mm.
Actually, I'm surprised nothing happened on Christmas Eve. They were out, but nothing happened to me, thank God. Um, and two, I think, yeah, I'm on the same page as you, man. Like, I'm kind of past the whole let's party because it's the New Year thing. Like, bro, I could turn up at home.
Mm.
I don't need to, like. And besides, as I say, domesticated now, so I can't be in these streets.
Well, you can still be up in the streets, but at the same time, freaking, it might be cold, but at the same time, it's not the same. It's just another day,
Yeah,
another freaking time that goes into the new year that you could just freaking relax or just start something new. You know, since since you just brought up Python,
mm.
we do have to start like practicing on more coding. I'm still working on my project for my freaking night job, so
I gotta. Speaking of which, yeah, I'm actually tackling that. Actually tackling that now with Python and C. Surprisingly,
oh
C
yeah,
C kind of reminds me a lot of C plus plus.
yeah, it's all the same pretty much.
Yeah, I can't get used to the print F main dot main void thing. I always forget to put it in.
Uh,
Every time I start coding, I always forget. I'm like, why is it not? Oh, my bad.
mhm.
um, but yeah, I'm actually doing that now, and I got a SQL set up for the next
Okay.
thing that I gotta
Why are
do.
you learning C or Objective C?
Just because I want to, and because I
Mm.
wanna, and just because I wanna, uh, yeah, just out of curiosity, honestly. Out of
Okay.
curiosity. If it's anything like C plus plus from what I remember, because I haven't touched C plus plus in years, um, from so far it seems like it's the same thing for the most part.
It is. It's pretty much the same thing.
So
Don't let anyone fool you. It's the same. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just few things that you don't need or no don't need to add in. That's kind of less than C plus plus. But like I told you before, just worry about Python. Get more, become more of an expert on Python, and then if you're trying to learn SQL, get a better understanding of SQL and just use Objective C or C as like something to learn, like a hobby or whatever, something on the back burner. But
yeah,
don't get too crazy with it.
it's not on the top of my list right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just do Python more than anything, and then do SQL afterwards. But but I am upset because I did tell myself I was gonna make a Python project this year, and it went in one ear and out the other, and it hit me when I saw my Raspberry Pi just sitting there. I'm like, fuck. I got the idea last year because I saw it. I saw someone do it. It's
Mm,
basically a It's basically like a controlled light show, but it goes off of the song itself.
okay.
So like the lights will alternate based off of the based off of the song rhythm itself. So like if you play
Yeah.
like a Christmas song or whatever, like Jingle Bells or whatever, the lights will flash.
Mm,
You know,
okay.
whatever. So that's on my list for next year because it's already too late.
Mhm. Oh, it's not too late, but it's gonna be next year in less than freaking 5 days.
Exactly. So I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to program it in November. Try to do it at the beginning of November so that way it's ready by December. Should be fine.
What do you mean beginning of November for December? That's like a whole year.
No. Next year.
Yeah. Why are you waiting all the way to freaking to November, December? You mean January into February?
Why would I want to do it in January to February? This is for the Christmas tree. This is meant for the Christmas tree. I could test
Well,
it out.
why wait so long? Why not start building it beforehand?
Cause that'll be like a little side project. It's a little side project. It's not. Listen, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But oh man,
Just make sure you write it down. No matter what, make sure you write it down.
the fact that you don't forget.
Yep. And the reason why I was asking is it's better off to start it now than procrastinate and wait until later, so you're not cramming or trying to figure it out and it doesn't work by the time frame that you wanted to. So,
I guess. I
you
guess.
know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Actually, you know what? To go back on Christmas movies,
Mm.
some guys that I stream with or talk to,
Mm.
they said to watch Violent Night, the new Santa movie
I heard it's good.
with Hopper
I heard it's
or
really good.
Hellboy. You seen it?
No, I just heard it's really good. Like I got really good reviews.
And we need to see it. We need to figure out whether we're going to the movies for it or we need to find a freaking a way to stream it
It's on
on the
Amazon
TVs.
Prime.
Huh?
It's on Amazon Prime, but you gotta pay for it or rent it or whatever.
Ugh.
Yeah, I checked the other day. I saw it. I was like, oh, sick. I gotta pay.
Let's see. Let's see what craziness they're talking about. What crazy prices.
Shouldn't be too much.
Yeah, where the hell are the movies? Oh, movie. Hold on. It was Violent Night. I was about to start typing in Violent Night. $20 to rent.
$20? Oh my god! Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Wow, wow. For that, we might as well just stay home. I mean, for that, we might as well just go to the movie.
It depends, really.
I don't know. We'll have to make this. We'll make this executive decisions off the podcast. Oh man. So, what are gonna be your goals coming up for next year, man?
First thing is gonna be. God damn it! I'm hearing myself again. First thing is gonna be uh to get a job that I just have to work one job instead of working like multiple jobs for freaking
You're cutting back.
throughout the year.
You're cutting down to 5 jobs. Proud of you, bro.
Man, I'm trying to cut it down to freaking one job. That's the goal, though. Get it down to one job. Have more time in the afternoon, the nighttime, and enjoy the weekends. Besides that, really concentrate us on building this brand for our podcast, but also start doing more game streaming. Well, gaming and art streaming because that's what I really wanted to do. And then lo and behold, you gave me this great idea for us to do the podcast. So a better way for starting this, starting the journey of streaming and doing podcasts prior to doing anything else, like side gigs, side hobbies.
I hear that, bro. I hear that. Yeah, man. I'm on the same page as you. Not taking anything less than not taking anything less than what I gave out this year. Um, but yeah, I am gonna work on building up this damn podcast. Beautiful, beautiful podcast. And get on these streams, man. I told you what happened the last time I tried to stream. I said I gotta tweak it and stuff because I was those frame rates were crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. As soon as I started streaming, those frame rates dropped like crazy. So I have to look into it. But you know, I'll get there. I'll get there because I'm gonna start. I want to do the same thing. I want to start streaming on the as a side thing and build on my damn Python knowledge so that way I can start using it to my advantage.
Yeah, like I was talking about a little bit ago. Um, one of the streams I would like to do at least once a week, and we could probably do it. with the podcast is like a coding stream. Like we can work on something together with what is it? Visual Studio
Mm.
or Visual Studio uh, code? No, Visual Studio. Visual Studio 2019 or 2022. We could probably
Mm.
work on it uh, through Slack. I should say through Slack. We can work on it together at the same time, and we don't have to be like going back and oh, do this or do that. We can actually work it at the same time, similar to like like Google Docs, stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
I think that'll be something cool for us to work on, build our empire of freaking League of Reyes, and not just have podcasts, but also have something where people can join in on the community and join in the community of coding, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, man. Because at one point we do want everyone to join in and chime in. We value your opinions to a certain extent. No, I'm just kidding.
We value everyone's, especially if we're doing any coding and everything. You guys have the idea and get us out of that freaking stuck state. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But join the community. Join what we're calling the community of CP, the union, the League of Reyes original. That's going to be our followers, our friends, family, all these guys. And once you guys join, we'll cite you what CPU means to us, but what you guys do to us within the CPU. So join in, help us out, and we could freaking be shit more than just 2 hours apiece, having more mouths of opinions into the stream to not just our podcast, so to our whether it's gaming, variety gaming, or even coding and stuff like that. So that'd be awesome.
Yes, sir. You heard it here first. Join the CPU. It's good for you. All right, guys. On that note, we're gonna wrap this up. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We hope we hope everyone got their wish. We hope everyone got what they wanted for Christmas. We hope nothing but greatness, prosperity, health, wealth, and greatness for everyone for the new year. I am Orange Otacon.
And I'm Techno. Big aloha to everyone. Thank you for showing up. Really appreciate it. You guys stay safe. Keep each other safe. See you next time.
Later, guys.